Well guys, it's finally arrived, the day that you've all been waiting for. It's the Alan Snedden Challenge, and we're just on our way to talk to some people. We'll tell you a little bit about what's going on, so follow me.
No chance, mate. No chance. No chance. I can't wear that, mate. You're not allowed to bring that in.
Danny Miller, Daniel Gillings. Danny's going to be talking to you a little bit shortly about what's going on. Follow me.
Hey, Dan, you're right. I've got an
So guys, we're here at the home of Once Upon a Smile.
Because I can.
It's somebody else.
This is
Right,
me.
so for that count, I want you
This is where we can get this on if you want.
This is why we're here, guys.
Do you know what that? Outrageous.
Right guys, firstly I just want to take the opportunity to thank everyone who's volunteered, all my 100 friends that have quite kindly been waiting to find out what the challenge is. Well, at this minute in time we're at the home of Once Upon a Smile, and this is one of their play areas for the children. So with me is Daniel Gillings. Some of you may well know Daniel. He represented the Manchester United team for my charity football game, which we lost 2-1. And that was for Once Upon a Smile, which we raised a great amount of money for. So, just let me introduce you, Daniel. Daniel.
Thank you, Al.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm very well, mate. You?
Yeah. So, Daniel, just explain to people who you are.
I'm Daniel Gillings. I'm co-founder of Once Upon a Smile, charity, children's bereavement charity founded in 2011 to provide much needed support to bereaved children.
Okay. And when did the charity start?
Started in August 2011.
Okay. And who was it started by?
Started by myself and Danny Miller. People may know him as Mr. Emmerdale.
Right.
Plays Aaron on Emmerdale. Originally started by ourselves, and very soon after that it was followed by our trustees that are still with us today.
Okay. So, just give us an example, Daniel, of some of the things that you've done in the past.
Obviously, supporting bereaved children, there's a severe lack of that type of support. So as a charity we provide financial support, respite breaks, and last year we launched our children's bereavement support groups. So all of our support types are tailored to the needs of each individual family. So financial support could be mortgage, rental arrears, and as the gift card for general groceries. Respite could be a family holiday, a weekend away, a football match. But again, that's tailored to the needs of each individual family and the children as well.
Yeah.
We paid for gym membership for a 15-year-old teenager. That is his respite. Not everyone needs a holiday, but when you mention respite, people assume you're going to send them away to Spain or you're going to do this. We've also bought a 14-year-old girl a Trafford Centre gift card, so she could just go and spend a Saturday there, with a gift card. She can buy something if she wants to buy something. And then late last year we launched our children's bereavement support groups, which are a way for children to express themselves and express how they're feeling following the loss of a loved one. which you know, the groups themselves are just absolutely magical.
Okay, so I know about some of the stuff that you do, and you know, I think that as parents, if we think about losing a child, it's absolutely just you know, unthinkable, or a parent losing, or a child losing a parent. So I was sort of inducted by yourself and Paul Cheatham Carr, and ever since then I've felt obliged because of the work that you do to sort of support it in many different ways. So, as you know, I have a challenge. So my challenge is that I've recruited 100 of my friends. So the challenge is, guys, is for you to think about a way, a unique way of raising £100. So it could be easy enough for you to just give me £100. I'm sure some of you might want to do that, but I thought what might be unique about this occasion is that it would be fantastic if the 100 people could come up with a unique way of raising £100. So there's a couple of catches. So number one, we want to do this by the 5th of December. So that means that we want all the money in, everything absolutely complete. And then on the 6th of December, myself and hopefully the 100 people that have contributed to the charity are invited to a pantomime at the Trafford Centre that's being held by Once Upon a Smile. Whereas that we will hand over the money that we raise, and you will then get some indication of how that money is being used. So, Daniel, you've told us a little bit about the charity. You know what my challenge is, and you've known that for some time. So if you can sort of go forward a little bit to the 5th of December, and you know, I know that I'm going to be able to, along with my 100 friends, present you with a cheque for over 10,000 quid. Now that is the deal, that is what we're in this for, and this is why we need 100 people. So I've handed you over that cheque, Daniel. Can you just sort of enlighten us where that will go towards and what that will actually do and have what a difference in our value?
Yeah, absolutely. For the last 4 years, we've always done our Once Upon a Smile Christmas appeal. Each year we provided Christmas for over 150 children. And these are children that would not have a Christmas without the support of our fundraisers, volunteers such as yourselves, and our charity. Following a bereavement, finances change, and they change drastically. And certain things cannot be helped. Rent can go unpaid. You know, sacrifices are made, and as we know, times now, things are getting more expensive, and Christmas is tough for most people, but certainly suffering a bereavement, parents are worrying about how they're going to make Christmas for their children, how they're going to afford Christmas. And the last thing we want as a charity is to provide support to bereaved families throughout the year, and then at Christmas all that work comes undone because they want to create Christmas, or they feel they owe it to their children, you know, for them to have a great Christmas. With the support of yourself and your 100 friends, we will ensure that Christmas is made for over 100 children this year, bereaved children that would not have a Christmas. We'll ensure that each child wakes up Christmas morning with a full Santa sack of gifts. If the family can't afford Christmas dinner, we'll make sure that there's a Christmas dinner on the table for them. And we'll be doing this for over 100 children. It'll be more than likely it'll be for over 100 families.
Okay, so I've got another couple of quick questions to you. So we've recruited the 100 people. If you could give them a little bit of advice on how they achieve and how they reach the target. Now remember, there will be a number of you who raise over £100, and if you can do that, then that would be absolutely fantastic, and that means we could help, again, maybe more than 100 children or 100 families. have you got anything to say to the 100 people who've given up the time, who are going to come up with all sorts of crazy ideas to raise 100 quid to support the foundation that you've created and the families and children that you support?
Yeah, it's a fun project to be involved in. It's a great project, and it's about making it fun. And you know, the wackier the better. Really, it could be if there's some blokes, they could dress up as ladies and go on a pub crawl and collect funds on the way. It can be absolutely anything, but it is a Christmas feeling. And at the end of the day, there's going to be Christmases made for all these children that won't necessarily have a Christmas. So it's just about making it fun, enjoying what you're doing. And I think if it is fun and it is enjoyable, then the likelihood is you'll exceed your target.
So, if we had the 100 people here now, and they were stood in your office, what would you say to them for giving up the time and making the effort to be able to make a difference to other people's lives?
I think for me, just saying thank you to them just is not enough. I cannot explain how incredible it is that first of all they've agreed to take part. Most of them unaware of what they have to do, but I've seen why you're doing it, why you've set them the challenge, and I just think it's absolutely incredible. And we as a charity are so appreciative. But even more so, they can wake up Christmas morning knowing that someone out there is waking up to presents and to have a Christmas that wouldn't if it wasn't for them.
Yeah. I think one of the other interesting points is that you know and I know that the world that we live in today, that there's always somebody who needs something and there's always somebody who's asking for something. So I personally know myself through the work that I do that there's hundreds and hundreds of different charities and there's always somebody asking for something in some shape or form. I think that the 100 people who've committed their time just need to clearly understand that the difference that they will actually make with that £100 is absolutely significant.
What they will get from us is we, as a charity, are very personal. Each and every child that this money is going to be going to is going to be helping a specific child, and once the project is finished, they'll receive a letter from us with the first name of the child that they've supported, with a note as to how their money has supported that child.
And I think that's unique because not all the time do people get to see where their money that they've raised actually goes towards. And I think that them getting a letter from you and them saying thank you and this is the difference they've made and is unique for me, but really personal. And I know that personally that for me, I'm in it for no other reason other to make a difference to other people's lives. So I'm sure that the 100 people who volunteered at the time, I don't think they would need any form of recognition other than maybe that letter. It just says, you know, massive thanks. This is the difference that you made to such and such a person's life.
I could tell them now the difference that their support will make. But for me personally, and our ethos here as the charity is that if someone's taken the time to raise money for us, then we can take the time to let them know how that money's been spent.
Okay, well, I hope it's all become clear, and I hope that you all come up with some fantastic ideas. The great thing is, we're going to keep you posted, so we'll keep you updated on where we're at. What I would love more than anything else, I'd love to be able to keep Dan and the charity updated on where we're at. I'd love you to be able to put some stuff on Facebook and tell us how you're raising money. I'd love you to be able to drop me some messages, drop Danny some messages. Get curious and go and look at the Once Upon a Smile website and their Facebook page. And again, we've got over a month to raise this money, so let's have some real fun in doing this, but at the same time, keep me updated, keep me informed, so that I can then tell other people who are involved where we're at, how we're doing, and also just sort of glide path us into the 5th of December where we will hand that money over. So, good luck.
Out. can I just add something?
Yeah.
I want to set you on your way to raising £100.
Right.
So, if you're willing to accept, I have a very, very short challenge for you. Do you wish to accept it?
I'm not expecting this today, and I'm of course I have to say yes, but I know what it's going to be, and anybody who knows me right knows that I brought this because it is important that this is all about fun. And Danny is a massive, massive United fan, and we constantly talk on the phone about results and performance, and we constantly take out of each other. And I brought this for Daniel today. But what Daniel doesn't know is that when Danny Miller from Emmerdale played for my charity football game, he's a big Liverpool fan, or everybody thinks he is. I actually found this in his bag. So I'm just actually returning this, not to Daniel, but for Daniel to give to Danny Miller and say, look, you know, your secret's still safe. So good luck.
So you're going to accept?
Of course.
Ken, if you turn it off, we'll join you back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. Al, the challenge is being a City fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you two options. I've got £20 here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, will give you £15 if you put on this signed Daily Blind Manchester United shirt.
Him? Danny, you know how painful this is for me. Now this just shows you, right, if I'm willing to do this, and anybody who knows me knows that this is really painful, but I'm willing to do this, and I'm willing to do some other stuff as well, which I'll keep posting through the period of the charity event. But I have to put it right on.
Right on.
Do you want to know something, Dan? I think it might be a little bit tight.
No, it's a nice fit, that.
Is it?
I think to save it for Sunday. Okay.
Does it show my abs off?
Absolutely. You're in cash.
Right.
So there's your £15. Okay, I did say £20, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make it to £20 to start you off. If you
Nice fit, that, isn't it?
if you kiss their badge of the mighty Manchester United.
Ken, can you cut swearing? Are you being serious?
Yeah. £20 to start you off on your journey.
Tell you what I'll do, right? Because 20 quid, a man of your means, right? If you add a little bit more to it, right?
Okay.
I'll kiss the badge.
30 quid.
Okay. Have you got the money?
Yes, me, yes.
Okay. 30 quid.
That'll be a proper kiss, not just a peck. Let me zoom in.
Okay. Thank you. Guys, enjoy it. It's good fun. Speak to you all soon. Take care. Okay guys, you've all seen the challenge. You've just met Daniel. We've informed you and give you some information about the charity, what it represents, and the difference that me and the 100 friends are going to make. The last thing, probably the most important thing, is the sponsor forms. As soon as you see this video, it's absolutely paramount that you contact me so I can send you the sponsor forms. I can either do that through email, I can do it whichever is the easiest way for you. I can post to you. But what's really, really important is that you fill in the details, you put your name, you put your address, so that we can then claim, or the charity can then claim the gift aid back. Secondly, some of you will collect £100 and over very, very quickly. Some of you will take the term of the 4 weeks to do so. What's really, really important, as I said in the video, I need to have collected everybody's charity money well in advance of the 5th to be able to hand it over. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some issues around collecting it, how do I get it, but I promise you we can deal with that individually. So again guys, once again, I just want to thank every single one of you for taking part and supporting me once again for another charity event. Lastly, Lastly, I just want to thank Ken Philburn, who's doing the video for the charity. Ken is a guy I met at Ashton United. He's come all the way from Blackpool to do this video, and I just think that's absolutely outstanding to Ken. Ken, I want to thank you very much, mate. You're a gentleman, you're a legend. Guys, have a great day.